When it's not going your way, it's just not going your way. There's Rashida Adeleke, the European Championship silver medalist. She won a European junior double at 100 and 200 meters, so she has real speed, which is what you probably saw in that 100 race against Dina Asher-Smith.
Yeah, she's the Irish record holder in the 100, 200, and 400 meters.
Nicole Caicedo goes in lane number 9, won the 200 at last year's South American champs. She was also third at 400. Junelle Bromfield, the Jamaican, has already run 2 rounds of 4x4 mixed relay, and she was at the stadium last night for the 100 final. Alexis Holmes went in the pot. She's been a relay star. She gets her shot at individual glory. The American goes in lane 7. Lara Vondrova, the 24-year-old from the Czech Republic, starts in lane number 6 with the European silver medalist Rashida Adeleke from Ireland in 5. 49.07 her best when she finished second at the Euros. She said that she was nowhere near peak. Aguilar of Colombia, Lauren Gale of Canada, and Miranda Charlene Kutze of South Africa. She's won the last 2 African championships. 50.90 at her best, 50.91 this year.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what Adeleke is able to produce. You see Holmes finished third at the U.S. Olympic trials, the personal best of 49.78. She said, Ricardo, she's known mostly for her 4x4 and relay running, so she gets the opportunity to prove herself in the open 4. She's outside lane, so she'll have to run hard. She's in lane number 7.
Famously held off Femke Bol in the mixed 4x4 final at the World Championships in Budapest last year. That was a great watch.
It was.
Ooh.
But then she also was responsible for the U.S. mess up.
In the 4x4.
In the 4x4. The ups and downs of sports.
Of life.
Yes, indeed.
Junelle Bromfield has a rather scared look on her face.
She sure does.
Already 2 rounds of mixed 4x4 for the Jamaican team that set a national record in the first round. Finished 5th, upgraded to 5th. I think they crossed the line 6th. A red card has been given to Caicedo.
That is so unusual to see a 400-meter runner disqualified. Earlier we saw a recall in one of the earlier heats, but it was a green card given to the entire field.
Ooh.
Oh yes, it was clearly. And unlike the 100-meter runners who would typically protest and say, hey, I heard something, the 400-meter runners don't seem as savvy. You're supposed to protest.
That's because they're not often in the situation.
Correct.
There is Alexis Holmes. Final heat of the women's 400 meters. The top 3 guaranteed a semi-final place. Alexis Holmes has gone out well, and Adeleke is moving beautifully down the back stretch too. Alexis Holmes settles into the first 200 meters. The South African Kutze from lane number 2 also ranging up. Adeleke comes into the straightaway with the advantage. Holmes is back in second. Kutze is running well. Junelle Bromfield is off the pace, the Jamaican. Oh, Adeleke looks really good here. She's looking left, she's looking right, and she's going away. Alexis Holmes finishes well, so does Bromfield. Holmes is second. Bromfield gets the third and final automatic qualifying spot. The European silver medalist looking in spanking form like so many of the top women in qualifying this morning. The women's 400 semi-finals will be cracking, and Junelle Bromfield will be there, the third Jamaican advancing this morning. Top four, the English-speaking Caribbean. No Shawnee Miller-Weeble. Alia Abrams, the Guyanese, didn't qualify automatically either, as Rashida Adeleke comes through qualifying with ease.
Yeah, she's looking to see her positions coming off that final turn. Very beautiful runner. Great form. Using her height, checking right and left to make sure that no one sneaks up on her. She's aware of Alexis Holmes, who's also a sub-50 runner at her best. But here we see Adeleke crossing the line with ease, and Bromfield coming up to get that crucial third automatic qualifying spot, so she does not have to run yet another 400 meters. As you said, Ricardo, this is going to be a cracking semifinal.
Surely will. A third 400-meter run of these games for Bromfield, who appear to made the Jamaican team, edging out the very experienced Stephanie Ann McPherson at the trials.
Yeah, producing her first sub-51 performance of the year in the semifinals of Jamaica trials, and then being able to come through and make the team. But here we see Adeleke effortlessly moving down the straightaway. Bunks in. You look at the relaxed cheeks. Looks like a training run.
Sure does. So much quality in the women's 400 meters, like so many of the events at the Paris Olympic Games. So many of the events so open. I don't know, Oba, if you have witnessed an Olympic Games with so many events so wide open. Adeleke 50.09, Alexis Holmes 50.35, Bromfield 51.36. Getting into the semi-finals, the others will have to go through the repechage to try and get into the semi-final round.
Yeah, Ricardo, there are a lot